Are you ready for a huge batch of brand new movie news? Then you've come to the right place. Get exciting updates on the new Star Wars film Starfighter and the future of Wonder Woman in the DCU. We also have information on the latest additions to the legendary cast of the Harry Potter series. And that's not all. Incredibles 3 and Return to Silent Hill are making headlines too. All this and much more right here in the KinoCheck News. There's been a casting audition for the new Star Wars movie Starfighter. At Star Wars Celebration 2025, it was already announced that Ryan Gosling will take on the lead role. Now, several media outlets are reporting on the casting of Mia Goth. The actress is best known for the horror films X, Pearl, and Maxine. She has a number of high-profile projects lined up for the future as well. Later this year, she'll star in Guillermo del Toro's new interpretation of Frankenstein on Netflix. And she's also part of the cast of Christopher Nolan's action epic, The Odyssey. Now, according to the trade portal The Hollywood Reporter, Ryan Gosling will play a character who must protect a young charge from evil pursuers in Star Wars Starfighter. Mia Goth is to play one of these pursuers. According to the portal, this year's Oscar winner Mikey Madison was initially intended for the role. However, the casting process came to nothing due to money matters. The movie will be directed by Deadpool and Wolverine director Shawn Levy. At Star Wars Celebration 2025 in Japan, Levy revealed a few more details about Starfighter. It's not a prequel, not a sequel. It's a new adventure. It's set in a period of time that we haven't seen explored yet. Starfighter is therefore a standalone story with new characters, independent of the well-known Skywalker saga. The movie is set 5 years after Episode 9, and filming is scheduled to begin in the fall of 2025. A release date is already known too. Star Wars Starfighter will be released in cinemas on May 28, 2027. The perhaps most lovable superhero family ever is making a return. Incredibles 3 is in the works, and a director has finally been found. As The Hollywood Reporter reveals, Peter Sohn will direct the movie. He's the creative mind behind Pixar hits such as Elemental and The Good Dinosaur. He takes over from Brad Bird, who was responsible for the first two movies. Although Bird will no longer be directing Incredibles 3, he remains closely involved with the project. Currently, he's working on the screenplay for the sequel. The story about a superhero family that has to lead a normal life has already grossed around $1.8 billion thanks to 2 movies. A release date for Incredibles 3 has yet to be set. We're getting casting news for the Harry Potter series almost daily. According to the trade magazine Deadline, 9 additional actors have now joined the cast of the reboot. The new faces of the Malfoy family are attracting particular attention. Lox Pratt will take on the role of young Draco Malfoy, while actor Johnny Flynn is set to play his father Lucius Malfoy. Harry's dreaded relatives, the Dursleys, have also been cast. Belle Powley will appear as Petunia Dursley, with Daniel Rigby playing Vernon Dursley. A new face for the Weasley family has likewise been confirmed. Catherine Parkinson, known from the IT Crowd for example, will play Ron's mother Molly Weasley. Casting for the Hogwarts students is progressing as well. New additions include Leo Early as Seamus Finnegan, Alicia Leone as Parvati Patil, and Sienna Musa as Lavender Brown. The role for the Minister of Magic, Cornelius Fudge, will be played by Bertie Carvel. A few weeks ago, the main roles were finally announced. Dominic McLaughlin will step into the role of Harry Potter, while Alastair Stout will be seen as Ron Weasley and Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger. These 3 young talents were chosen from over 32,000 applicants, the result of a selection process lasting several months that began in September 2024. Shooting is expected to begin in the summer of 2025 at Warner Bros. Studios Leavesden in the UK. An exact release date has not been announced yet. Originally, the series was planned for 2026, but 2027 now seems more likely. Exciting news for all DC fans. Wonder Woman's future on the big screen had long been uncertain, until now. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Weekly, James Gunn officially confirmed that a new Wonder Woman film is actively in development. However, Gunn did not reveal who is writing or directing the script. The casting of the Amazon is also still open. But one thing is certain, Gal Gadot will not be returning. Her planned third solo appearance was cancelled when Gunn and Safran took over creative control. Although Gadot had repeatedly expressed hope for a return in the past, Wonder Woman 3 was ultimately cancelled in 2023. In May 2025, David Zaslav, CEO of Warner Bros., named 4 key figures for the future of the DCU in a conference call: Superman, Batman, Supergirl, and Wonder Woman. Alongside a planned movie, the HBO series Paradise Lost is also still in development. The series revolves around political intrigue on the island of the Amazons, long before Diana Prince was even born. Gunn himself describes the project as a kind of Game of Thrones set on Paradise Island. After Fallout, the next video game adaptation for Walton Goggins is now likely to follow. He's reportedly in talks for a prominent role in the new Street Fighter movie. According to insider Jeff Snyder, the role is that of antagonist M. Bison, a character played by Raul Julia in the first film adaptation. The masked country musician Orville Peck could also play a role, more specifically Vega, a mysterious fighter with a mask and claws. Comedian Eric Andre is expected to play an energetic ring announcer who gets the audience excited. Previously, Andrew Koji, Noah Centineo, superstar Jason Momoa, and wrestler Roman Reigns had already been confirmed as cast members. Although an official theatrical release date has yet to be set, experts anticipate a release either in late 2026 or early 2027. The movie will be directed by Bad Trip director Kateo Sakurai. Trailer fans were particularly excited this week about the final Superman trailer, which revealed even more of the blockbuster's rather strange ideas. And judging by your comments, you're really hyped. Meanwhile, science fiction fans were treated to a first look at the new season of Foundation. There's also news regarding the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. According to producer Todd Garner, it will sadly not be released before July, although the movie will open in theaters in October. However, first test screenings are said to have been extremely successful. The excitement is building. Oh, and what do you think of the John Wick spin-off Ballerina? If that's got you excited for more, check out our new movie preview where we've gathered all the information on the next official sequel, John Wick 5 starring Keanu Reeves. Be sure to take a look. By the way, we really appreciate your feedback on the app. We've already been able to implement many of your suggestions, so feel free to tell us more of what you'd like to see in the App Store and in the comments. We're constantly working on creating the perfect app for you. After a long wait, there's finally a new Silent Hill movie coming to theaters, and it's even directed by Christophe Gaunt, the director of the first installment in the series, the surprise success of 2006. Return to Silent Hill starring Jeremy Irvine will be an adaptation of the most beloved part of the game franchise, Silent Hill 2. Now there's an exciting update that has caught our attention. The movie has received an age rating in Germany, even though there is no official release date yet. Usually, many movies get their final rating only a few days prior to hitting theaters. In Germany, Return to Silent Hill has been rated suitable for audiences aged 16 and over. In the United States, it's therefore likely that the movie will receive an R rating from the MPAA. Based on the interview with the director conducted by Jeux Video, the movie was completed in January 2025. 9 months later than originally planned. They're now looking for a suitable release window, with possibilities including Halloween or early 2026. On the bright side, a Return to Silent Hill trailer is expected to be released soon. Biopics of iconic musicians and bands have become increasingly popular in recent years. After movies such as Straight Outta Compton and Bohemian Rhapsody, a movie about rap icon Snoop Dogg will now be made. Industry portal Deadline reports that a director as well as a lead actor have been found for the project. Jonathan Davis has been cast in the role of Snoop Dogg. The actor is best known for the Netflix series Outer Banks, where he has been part of the main cast across all seasons to date. Craig Brewer is set to direct the film. Brewer most recently directed the Eddie Murphy films Coming to America and Dolomite Is My Name. The director already has experience in the realization of hip-hop material. He directed several episodes of the US series Empire, as well as the movie Hustle and Flow, for example. Snoop Dogg himself will be involved as a producer. The musician is one of the most influential and enduring artists in hip-hop history, and the movie is set to focus on his career and his personal life and family. Given that the project is still in the early stages of production, It remains unclear when the Snoop Dogg biopic will be released. Challenger's director Luca Guadagnino was originally supposed to direct the DCU film Sergeant Rock, but that project has been shelved for the time being. Instead, he already has a new project in the works. According to various sources, a movie called Artificial is in development at Amazon MGM. It's supposed to provide a behind-the-scenes look at ChatGPT developer OpenAI. The plot focuses on a turbulent time in the year 2023. There, co-founder and CEO Sam Altman was suddenly fired from his position. However, after massive protests, he was rehired a few days later. Sources from industry magazine The Hollywood Reporter claim that Andrew Garfield is likely to play the role of Altman. That would be a good match, as Garfield has featured in a similar film before with The Social Network. This movie by David Fincher shed light on the origins of Facebook. That's it for the news of the week. What impressed you the most? And what other topics would you like to hear more about? We're looking forward to your feedback and would really appreciate a thumbs up for the video. In case you missed it, here's more news that will pique your interest. Thanks for watching. On March 26, 2027, The Legend of Zelda will finally be released in cinemas. Now there's an exciting rumor about the cast. According to Hollywood insider Daniel Rickman, Euphoria star Hunter Schafer is being considered for the role of Princess Zelda. Now, fans have long believed Schafer to be the ideal candidate for the role, not least because of her striking facial features, which are strongly reminiscent of the popular video game character. However, nothing has officially been confirmed yet. Hunter Schafer had already admitted to being a big fan of the game series back in 2023. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, she expressed her delight at the mere idea of playing Zelda. That would be cool. I played that video game a bunch when I was a kid. That's such a good game. Legend of Zelda revolves around the young warrior Link, who has to save the magical kingdom of Hyrule from impending darkness. The sinister warlord and sorcerer Ganon is in search of the legendary Triforce, an ancient artifact with limitless power. In order to stop him, Link must embark on a dangerous journey, traverse dark dungeons, solve puzzles, and defeat powerful enemies. Only with the help of sacred artifacts can he restore balance to the world. It's currently unknown who will play the role of Link. We recently learned the surprising news that a sequel to Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will be made. The movie will probably be released under the title The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth. The character of Booth is played by Hollywood star Brad Pitt, who will once again take on the leading role. Industry portal The Hollywood Reporter has now revealed that more actors have been cast for the project. One of the actors in question is Elizabeth Debicki. She celebrated her breakthrough in 2013 by appearing in the film adaptation of the literary classic The Great Gatsby alongside Leonardo DiCaprio. She became even better known thanks to Christopher Nolan's Tenet and by playing Princess Diana in the Netflix series The Crown. Now, it remains unclear which role Debicki has been cast for. However, The Hollywood Reporter suggests that there are two possible options. According to the report, the production called for two central female characters, one who runs a bar and a mud wrestling business, and one a trophy wife. They also cast Scott Caan. He's already appeared in front of the camera with Brad Pitt in the Ocean's movies, and he's also known for his starring role in the crime series Hawaii Five-0. The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth is set 8 years after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In the first film, Booth was still a stuntman. In the sequel, he'll now be active as a fixer in Hollywood. Fixers discreetly take care of delicate matters in the entertainment industry. Sadly, nothing more has been revealed about the plot, but it's entirely possible that Tarantino will incorporate elements of his own novel into the screenplay. The cult director published his first novel, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in 2021. It also provides new details about Cliff Booth. Production is scheduled to begin in California in July 2025. The streaming giant Netflix is behind the movie. And what makes the project particularly interesting is a look at the crew behind the scenes. Quentin Tarantino will not direct the sequel. He'll only write the script. Instead, the movie will be directed by acclaimed filmmaker David Fincher. We're particularly excited about the collaboration between the two Hollywood legends. After all, both have very unique cinematic styles that are not particularly similar. Here, the connection seems to have been established above all by Brad Pitt. The actor has already stood in front of the camera for both of them on several occasions. There's news about the Elden Ring film adaptation. According to industry magazine Deadline, Kit Connor is in talks for the lead role. A deal has not been signed yet as negotiations are still at an early stage. However, casting Kit Connor would take his career to a new level. The actor celebrated his breakthrough with the Netflix series Heartstopper and has already worked with the meanwhile confirmed director Alex Garland on the war film Warfare. The Elden Ring film adaptation is already one of the most ambitious projects from Studio A24, which is known for its original and visually impressive productions. The game of the same name from 2022 was a huge success, selling over 30 million copies and delighting fans and critics alike. The game's expansive open world, challenging combat, and in-depth narrative made it a global phenomenon. A release date for the movie has not yet been set.